Welcome to the Brain Booster channel. Today, we will be discussing the fascinating country of Indonesia. From its rich culture and traditions, to its beautiful tourist attractions, to its delicious cuisine, there is so much to learn about this diverse and vibrant nation. In this podcast, we will cover a wide range of topics about Indonesia, including its history, culture, economy, and politics. We will also provide useful tips and information for those who are planning to visit the country. Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of Indonesia and all that it has to offer. So, sit back, relax, and join us on this journey as we explore the wonders of Indonesia. And don't forget to stay with us until the end of the video. If you find this podcast useful and interesting, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more informative and engaging content. Let's get started. The history of Indonesia can be traced back to the pre-colonial era, where various kingdoms and empires flourished across the archipelago. These kingdoms had their own unique cultures, languages, and beliefs, and they played an important role in shaping the history of the region. With the arrival of European colonizers in the 16th century, the history of Indonesia took a dramatic turn. The Dutch, who controlled the colony of the Dutch East Indies, brought significant changes to the political, economic, and social aspects of the region. The Dutch brought in new technologies, introduced new crops, and established trading posts throughout the archipelago. This period of colonialism lasted for more than 300 years and had a lasting impact on the country. The struggle for independence began in the early 20th century, with key figures such as Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta leading the movement. After years of struggle and resistance, Indonesia finally declared its independence in 1945. Sukarno, who was a key leader in the independence movement, became the first president of the Republic of Indonesia. The period following the independence was marked by political turmoil, with various factions vying for power. The rise of Sukarno marked a new era in Indonesian history, with his policies focusing on national unity and economic development. However, his rule was marked by economic instability and political repression, which led to his downfall in 1967. Suharto, who succeeded Sukarno, introduced a new era of stability and economic growth. He implemented policies that led to the modernization and industrialization of the country. However, his rule was also marked by human rights abuses and corruption. His regime fell in 1998, following widespread protests and economic crisis. From pre-colonial kingdoms to European colonization and the struggle for independence, the country has been shaped by a variety of forces. Key figures such as Sukarno and Suharto played important roles in shaping the country's history and culture. Today, Indonesia is a vibrant and diverse nation, with a rich history that continues to shape its culture and society. With thousands of islands, hundreds of ethnic groups, and a long history of cultural exchange, Indonesia is a melting pot of diverse cultures and traditions. One of the most iconic elements of Indonesian culture is traditional dance. From the graceful and elegant Javanese classical dance to the energetic and lively Balinese dances, traditional dance is an integral part of the country's culture. These dances are often performed during ceremonies and festivals, and they tell stories of love, religion, and folklore. Indonesia is also known for its rich and diverse music scene. From the traditional gamelan music of Java and Bali, to the modern pop music, the country has a wide range of musical styles. Traditional music is often performed during ceremonies and festivals, and it features a variety of instruments such as the gamelan and angklung. Art is also an important part of Indonesian culture, with a rich tradition of batik, ikat, and other textile arts. These traditional art forms are still widely practiced today, and they are an important part of the country's cultural heritage. Additionally, the country's traditional architecture, such as the joglo, limasan, and meru houses, are also cultural representation of the country. Indonesia is also known for its many festivals and celebrations, which reflect the country's diverse ethnic groups and cultures. From the colorful and vibrant Nyepi Day in Bali, to the traditional Islamic festival of Eid al-Fitr, these celebrations are an important part of the country's cultural landscape. One of the most well-known cultural practices in Indonesia is batik making. Batik is a traditional textile art that involves using wax and dye to create intricate patterns and designs on cloth. This ancient art form has been passed down through generations and is still widely practiced today. Each region in Indonesia has its own unique style of batik, with different patterns and colors. Another important cultural practice in Indonesia is the traditional wayang puppet shows. Wayang is a form of puppet theater that has its roots in ancient Javanese culture. The shows usually depict stories from the Ramayana and Mahabharata, and they are often performed during ceremonies and festivals. The puppets, made of leather or wood, are operated by a dalang, or puppeteer, who narrates the story and provides the voices for the characters. The Ramayana and Mahabharata are two of the most important epic stories in Indonesia. These stories have been passed down through generations and have been adapted in many forms, such as wayang puppet shows, dances, and dramas. They hold deep cultural and religious significance for many Indonesians. Traditional clothing in Indonesia also varies across the different regions of the country. For example, in Bali, traditional clothing is characterized by intricate and colorful fabrics and designs, while in Java, traditional clothing is often made of plainer fabrics and features batik patterns. In Sumatra, traditional clothing is made of songket, a luxurious silk or cotton fabric that is handwoven and embroidered with gold or silver thread. Another traditional custom in Indonesia is the custom of adat, which is a set of unwritten laws and customs that regulate social behavior and relationships in the community. This can vary greatly between different ethnic groups and regions, and it covers a wide range of topics such as marriage, inheritance, and land ownership. Indonesia is also known for its traditional healing practices, such as traditional massage and herbal medicine. These practices are based on ancient knowledge and beliefs and are still widely used today. They are often used in conjunction with modern medicine to provide a holistic approach to health and well-being. In addition, traditional martial arts also plays an important role in the Indonesian culture. Pencaksilat is the most popular traditional martial art in Indonesia, and it's a combination of physical movements and spiritual practices. It is an intrinsic part of the culture and is still widely practiced today, both as a form of self-defense and as a means of preserving cultural heritage. The culture and traditions of Indonesia are diverse and rich, and they are an important part of the country's identity and heritage. From traditional customs and healing practices to traditional martial arts, these cultural practices and customs are an important part of the country's culture and society. They are a reflection of the country's rich history and the influence of different ethnic groups and regions. Indonesia is a popular tourist destination, known for its stunning natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. In this segment, we will highlight some of the most popular tourist attractions in the country and provide tips on what to see and do at each location. Bali, often referred to as the Island of the Gods, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Indonesia. The island is known for its beautiful beaches, lush green rice paddies, and vibrant nightlife. Visitors can explore the island's many temples, such as the famous Uluwatu Temple, or experience a traditional Balinese dance performance. Bali is also a great place to learn about traditional Balinese culture and customs, such as the famous Kikak fire dance. Visitors can also indulge in delicious Balinese cuisine, such as nasi goreng and mie goreng. Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, is also a popular tourist destination. The city is known for its vibrant street life, bustling markets, and delicious street food. Visitors can explore the city's rich history and culture by visiting the National Museum or the Taman Mini Indonesia Indah theme park. Jakarta is also home to some of the country's most iconic landmarks such as the National Monument, Monas, and the Jakarta Cathedral. The temples of Borobudur and Prambanan are two of the most popular tourist attractions in Indonesia. Borobudur, located in central Java, is the world's largest Buddhist temple and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temple is an architectural marvel, and visitors can explore the temple's many levels and chambers, each adorned with intricate carvings and reliefs. Prambanan, also located in central Java, is one of the largest Hindu temples in Southeast Asia and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors can explore the temple's many chambers and courtyards and learn about the history and culture of Hinduism in Indonesia. It's important to be respectful of local customs and traditions when visiting these attractions, and to be mindful of the impact of tourism on the local community. Ecotourism is a popular type of tourism in Indonesia, thanks to the country's diverse and unique ecosystems. Visitors can explore the country's lush rainforests, pristine beaches, and diverse wildlife. Some popular ecotourism destinations in Indonesia include the Tanjung Puting National Park in central Kalimantan, which is home to the orangutan, and the Wakatobi Islands in southeast Sulawesi, which offer some of the best diving and snorkeling opportunities in the country. Cultural tourism is also a popular type of tourism in Indonesia, as the country is home to many different ethnic groups and cultures. Visitors can explore the country's many temples, traditional villages, and learn about traditional customs and practices. Some popular cultural tourism destinations in Indonesia include the city of Yogyakarta, known for its traditional Javanese culture, and the island of Bali, famous for its Hindu culture and ceremonies. Adventure tourism is also growing in popularity in Indonesia, with many opportunities for hiking, rafting, surfing, and other activities. Some popular adventure tourism destinations in Indonesia include the Rinjani volcano in Lombok, which offers challenging trekking routes, and the Mentawai Islands in West Sumatra, which are known for their world-class surf breaks. Aside from these popular destinations, there are many lesser-known but equally fascinating places to visit in Indonesia. For example, the island of Flores, located in the easternmost part of Indonesia, offers a unique blend of culture, tradition and adventure, with its traditional villages, active volcanoes and the famous Komodo dragons. The island of Rote, located in the eastern part of Indonesia, is known for its beautiful beaches and its traditional villages, where visitors can experience the daily life and customs of the local people. The Togian Islands in central Sulawesi offer a secluded and peaceful getaway, with crystal-clear waters and vibrant coral reefs, ideal for snorkeling and diving. The Toraja region in South Sulawesi is known for its unique traditional houses, unique funerary customs, and the beautiful landscapes. Indonesia is home to a delicious and varied cuisine that reflects the country's diverse cultural heritage. One of the most popular dishes in Indonesia is nasi goreng, a fried rice dish that is often served with a variety of toppings such as chicken, shrimp, or tofu. It is a staple food in Indonesia and can be found at street vendors, warungs, traditional food stalls, and restaurants. Another popular dish is sate, which is skewered and grilled meat, typically chicken or beef, that is marinated in a spicy peanut sauce. It is a popular street food and can be found at street vendors and warungs throughout the country. Rendang is a spicy meat dish that is slow-cooked in a mixture of coconut milk and spices. It is a staple food in Sumatra and can be found in many traditional restaurants and warungs in the region. Indonesia is also known for its seafood cuisine, particularly in coastal areas. Visitors can try traditional dishes such as ikan bakar, grilled fish, or kumi-kumi, squid, which are often served with a variety of spices and sambals, chili sauce. Indonesian cuisine is known for its use of a wide variety of spices and herbs, which not only add flavor to the dishes but also offer various medicinal properties and a variety of cooking methods such as grilling, stir-frying, and slow cooking. Some of the most commonly used spices in Indonesian cooking include ginger, turmeric, lemongrass, and chili peppers. Ginger is known to have anti-inflammatory properties and is often used to aid digestion. Turmeric is known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and it's also used to treat a variety of ailments such as wounds and infections. Lemongrass is known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, and it's often used to treat colds, flu and other respiratory ailments. Chili peppers are known for their anti-inflammatory properties and are often used to treat pain and headaches. Herbs such as kaffir lime leaves, basil and bay leaves are also commonly used in Indonesian cooking. Kaffir lime leaves are known for their medicinal properties and are often used to treat digestive issues and skin conditions. Basil often used to aid digestion. Bay leaves anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, and they are often used to treat respiratory and digestive issues. Some traditional Indonesian dishes that make use of these spices and herbs include sate Madura, a dish from Madura Island, which is made of beef that's marinated in a blend of spices and herbs, and gado-gado, a dish from Jakarta, which is a vegetable salad served with a peanut sauce made with a blend of spices and herbs. In addition to the health benefits, these spices and herbs play a significant role in Indonesian culture. They are used to create unique and flavorful dishes, and also in traditional ceremonies and rituals. Some traditional dishes are also considered to have spiritual significance, such as certain dishes that are served during religious ceremonies and rituals. Indonesia is home to a diverse and beautiful wildlife and environment that is unique and fascinating. In this segment, we will talk about some of the most iconic animals that call Indonesia home, including orangutans, elephants, and tigers. One of the most well-known and beloved animals in Indonesia is the orangutan. These great apes are native to the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra and are known for their intelligence and gentle nature. Unfortunately, their population has been critically endangered by habitat loss and hunting. Conservation efforts are in place to protect and preserve these amazing animals, and visitors can see them in their natural habitat at places such as the Tanjung Puting National Park in central Kalimantan. Another iconic animal that calls Indonesia home is the elephant. These gentle giants are found in the forests of Sumatra and are known for their intelligence and strong family bonds. Unfortunately, their population has also been critically endangered by habitat loss and poaching. Conservation efforts are in place to protect and preserve these animals, and visitors can see them in their natural habitat at places such as the Waikamba National Park in Lampung. Tigers are another animal that call Indonesia home. They are found in the forests of Sumatra and Kalimantan. These magnificent animals are known for their strength and power and are considered a symbol of Indonesia's wildlife. Unfortunately, their population has been critically endangered by habitat loss, hunting, and poaching. Conservation efforts are in place to protect and preserve these animals, and visitors can see them in their natural habitat at places such as the Teso Nilo National Park in Riau. In addition to these iconic animals, Indonesia is also home to a wide variety of other wildlife, including monkeys, birds, reptiles, and other mammals, and also to a wide variety of plant life, from lush rainforests to coral reefs. One of the biggest challenges facing Indonesia's environment is deforestation. The rapid loss of forest cover is a major threat to the country's wildlife and ecosystems, as well as to the livelihoods of local communities. Deforestation is driven by factors such as illegal logging, land conversion for agriculture, and mining. Another challenge facing Indonesia's environment is pollution. Air and water pollution is a major problem, particularly in urban areas. Pollution is caused by factors such as industrialization, transportation, and waste management. Illegal hunting is also a significant threat to the country's wildlife. Many species, such as elephants and tigers, are hunted for their valuable body parts, which are in high demand on the black market. This not only puts the animals at risk of extinction, but it also disrupts the ecosystem and harms the livelihoods of local communities. To address these challenges, conservation efforts are crucial in Indonesia. Conservation organizations and projects are working to protect endangered species and preserve the country's rainforests, wetlands, and other ecosystems. Some examples of these organizations include the Orangutan Information Center, the Sumatran Elephant Conservation Forum, and the Indonesian Biodiversity Foundation. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect the country's endangered species and preserve its ecosystems. By supporting conservation organizations and projects, we can help to ensure that Indonesia's wildlife and environment are protected for future generations. Visitors can also play a role in conservation efforts by supporting sustainable tourism practices and being mindful of the impact of tourism on the environment and wildlife. Additionally, supporting local conservation organizations and projects, buying products that are certified as sustainable and responsibly sourced, and being informed about the environmental issues in Indonesia are all ways in which people can make a difference. As we have discussed, Indonesia offers a wide variety of tourist attractions for visitors to explore, from the tropical paradise of Bali to the ancient temples of Borobudur and Prambanan. However, tourism is just one aspect of the country's economy. In the next segment, we will delve deeper into the state of the Indonesian economy and discuss major industries, economic challenges facing the country, and key economic indicators. We will also explore how the government and private sector are working to address these challenges and ensure sustainable economic growth for the country. Indonesia is the largest economy in Southeast Asia and has seen significant growth and development in recent years. One of the major industries driving the Indonesian economy is the manufacturing sector, which accounts for around 20% of the country's GDP. This sector includes industries such as textiles, footwear, electronics, and automobiles. The services sector, which includes finance, transportation, and tourism, is also a major contributor to the economy, accounting for around 55% of GDP. Another important industry in Indonesia is agriculture, which employs around 40% of the country's workforce. The country is one of the world's largest producers of palm oil, rubber, and cocoa, among other crops. The mining industry is also significant, with Indonesia being one of the world's top producers of coal, tin, and nickel. Despite the strong economic growth in recent years, the country still faces several economic challenges. One of the main challenges is the high level of inequality, which has led to poverty and unemployment in some areas. Additionally, the country has a large informal sector, which makes it difficult for the government to effectively regulate and tax businesses. The country's current economic situation is relatively stable. However, the country is still facing the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and its economic effects, which has led to a decline in international trade and tourism. Indonesia has a complex and dynamic political landscape that is shaped by its history, culture, and society. Indonesia has a presidential representative democratic republic system of government, with the president as the head of state and government. The president is elected by popular vote for a 5-year term and has the power to appoint ministers and to propose laws. The president is also the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The Parliament of Indonesia, known as the People's Consultative Assembly, is made up of 2 houses, the People's Representative Council and the Regional Representative Council. The People's Representative Council is made up of members elected by popular vote and the Regional Representative Council is made up of members elected by the provinces. The current government is led by President Joko Widodo, who was re-elected in the 2020 presidential election. He is a member of the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, PDIP. The main opposition party in the country is the Great Indonesia Movement Party, Gerindra. In terms of the current political situation, there is a relatively stable environment and the government is working on implementing policies to address the aforementioned issues. However, there are still challenges to overcome such as the lack of political stability in certain regions and the fact that the country is still facing the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The government is working on implementing policies to address these issues, but there are still challenges to overcome such as corruption and human rights abuses. Despite these challenges, the country has a relatively stable political environment and the future prospects of the country seem promising with the right policies and political stability. It's important to keep an eye on the country's political developments and how they may affect the country's economy, society, and the world as a whole. In conclusion, we have discussed the many fascinating aspects of Indonesia in this podcast. From its rich culture and traditions, to its diverse wildlife and environment, and its history, economics, and political situation. We hope that this podcast has provided you with a deeper understanding and appreciation of Indonesia and its unique culture, attractions, and history. We encourage you to visit Indonesia and experience it for yourself. Remember to support sustainable tourism practices and local conservation organizations and projects. Buy products that are certified as sustainable and responsibly sourced, and be informed about the environmental issues in Indonesia. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. We look forward to bringing you more informative and engaging content on various topics in the future.